Hello and welcome to an episode of the Apocaflix podcast. We are here to talk about Loki, the new Marvel TV spinoff, if you will, show.
Yeah, it's a spinoff.
Yeah, I guess. That is going to be released on Disney+. It was announced at Comic-Con this year, part of the 10 movies and TV shows that were announced as Phase 4. It's a pretty heavy set lineup. This one is towards the back end of the 2 years. It is the fourth from the end, so it'll be a little bit of time before we see this one. It's actually the third of the TV shows. But yeah, it's going to explore the Loki that we met in Avengers Endgame. And it's official that the Loki that we know and love that was killed in Infinity War is actually dead, and he is no more. And this will be about the Loki that escaped with the Tesseract at the end of Endgame. So this Loki only pretty much goes as far as the original Avengers movie, meaning he is not that fun-loving guy that we grew to love. He is a more hardened...
Fun-loving is a very different kind of phrase.
I mean, I've loved fun. He was fun in. I loved his character in the other ones. But, this is going to be a very different Loki. We don't really know much more other than he has the Tesseract, and he's probably going to be going through time with it. What do you think? You excited for it?
Yeah, no, this is a very, very cool series because it's a character obviously that died in a previous movie, but it's also a very prominent character, and it's the only one that technically takes place about a villain. And
That's
so and like you had mentioned, this is not Thor Ragnarok Loki. This is the Avengers Loki, the end of Thor Loki.
Not even Dark World where he saves.
Yeah, this is a guy that is hell bent on revenge and vengeance.
Pissed off.
And his
mad. Mom's not dead.
Yeah, that's very true. Nobody that raised him or anything, as far as his mother or even Odin, has died yet. He had the interaction with Thanos, right? He had the interaction with the Thanos' minion, or whatever you want to call him, his side guy.
Are you talking about the other?
The other. There you go. That was the name. The other. I almost said the Ancient One, but I knew that wasn't right. And so it's going to be very interesting to see how they play this and what time areas they go to, because we know that with the Tesseract, he can travel wherever he wants, whenever he wants. And so that's 100% going to play in the show. And like we mentioned, and we've talked about, the logo clearly shows that they're going to different time areas. Mm-hmm. Each letter is a different font. And if you really do research... Yeah, if you really do the research, you can tell that each letter is pointing to a different area. Like the L, for example, looks very hard and industrial, possibly pointing to the industrial age. The K looks super groovy for a certain word, so maybe he's going to the 60s. There's tons of possibilities with how those letters are formed and why they're there. And so it's definitely the most mysterious right now. But because it is about Loki, and because of the circumstances that took place in Endgame and who he is, this version of him, with Tom Hiddleston playing him, we can do nothing but be excited.
Yeah, I mean, out of the slate that we have, this is, in my opinion at least, the most, what are they doing? Obviously, the What If is kind of a show that's just gonna, I feel like more is going to be kind of cool and fun, not so much...
Well, the What If is also animated.
Yeah, it's not going to be so much of importance, but as far as the other properties go that are coming out in Phase 4, this one is kind of really almost what's the point of it? And we already know that every single thing they do has a reason. It's to continue this timeline. So it's really interesting to think that, I mean, we could be just honestly getting this because of his fanfare that he pulls, but it doesn't seem like that because they don't seem to really, like, they're not going to make a whole thing out of it just because people love.
Well, and I wouldn't say, I don't know if I would necessarily agree with them being like, we're going to make something Loki because of how popular he is. That might be the case if it was a movie.
Yeah,
this is
exactly.
Disney Plus. Like, people have to subscribe to this, and they have to pay a monthly fee to see the show, and they very well could just do it for the month to see the show, but they seem like they may be doing it because they've something, maybe a story they've wanted to tell for a long time. He is the god of mischief, and so there's a lot of mystery around him. I don't know. I mean, it's interesting. It's definitely a mysterious show, and it's a mysterious concept. But like you said, they have a reason for everything, and I think it's cool that this. I mean, it's the second character that died, and they're going to bring it back to do another show or something property about. But this one takes place after the events, but is about a character that is from before. So I don't know. It's just very interesting and. I'm excited to see old Loki,
Evil.
pissed off Loki, the one who wants to rule the galaxy Loki, jumping around with basically an Infinity Stone in his hand, doing whatever he wants. What characters he's going to interact with, what storylines is he going to jump into, and so I'm excited. I'm excited to see what they do with it.
Yeah, it'll be cool because at this point he feels that humans are inferior to him.
He wants to rule them.
He wants to rule them. So I mean, it's going to be interesting where they go, and I don't think they ever said that each one's only 6 episodes, but it was
like a rumor. Yeah.
Yeah, it very may well be 6, anywhere from a number of 6 to 10. But it'll be interesting to see what they choose to do with this because they can literally do anything. And, he's in his own timeline right now. So he can do whatever the heck he wants, and it's gonna be different than what we know right now. Whether or not he jumps eventually back into our timeline, I feel like that's too far-fetched because just so much has to change. But who knows? Honestly, they can literally do whatever the heck they want with this, and kind of seems like that's where they're going to go with it, is just like whatever we want to do with Loki that hasn't been done. I mean, they pretty much have free reign to do.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what characters they get involved in, specifically what director they get to play to do this.
And Tom Hiddleston gets to be the lead. Like, it is his character show, and that's going to be kind of cool because there are times that he upstages Thor.
Old Thor, yes.
Yes.
Not new Thor.
Oh, no. Yeah,
old Thor for sure.
Yeah. So for him to be the center point, it's going to be kind of cool because Tom Hiddleston does have that draw. His character is that popular, so it's going to be very interesting to see him have his own little show.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm pumped to see what they do with it and learn more about it.
Exactly. So that's our little spiel on Loki. The show comes out towards the end of 2021 in the spring, and so go ahead and let us know what you think about the Loki TV show. Are you excited about it? Is it something you're looking forward to? Do we even need it? Go ahead and let us know in the comments below. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and or like if you haven't already. So for Brian and Jake, thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time.
Hey everyone, Jacob Bartley here. Thanks for watching. If you want to check out something similar from Apocaflix movies, click this video up here. If you want something a little bit different, check out this video down here. If you haven't done so, please subscribe to Apocaflix movies and let us know your thoughts in the comments section. We always love to hear from you. Thanks for watching.